Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We got the bench set up and we're gonna show off some real cool products that came into the garage, and I figure I might as well show it to you guys. So we get a lot of stuff that comes in, whether that's something I'm reselling or something that I'm installing on my personal machine or other machines that I'm working on here at the house. And a lot of times I get a lot of cool things that I should do a better job of showing you guys on video. So we're gonna go over a couple things. The main reason I wanted to do this tabletop style video is this guy right here. This is the new SWITCHWORKS from SSV. It is very cool, and it's something I was very excited to try out and to look at installing on a project that we have going on here at the house. So we're gonna get into this towards the end of the video. We're gonna show you some other stuff real quick. This isn't gonna be a full review of any of these products, but more like a first impressions, what I think about the device, and kind of an explanation of what they are. So we'll do this one in just a second. First, I want to show you guys some other things. These here are some extra heavy-duty ball joints made by LMUTV for the new Pro R and Turbo R. You can see the big giant ball joint, lower ball joint that's for the Pro R, and the differences between this and the OEM are huge, as well as what is probably the most important thing is this is a captured ball joint in the arm that does not rely on a retaining clip to hold it in place. This has this nut, so you can see here, that spins on and off. This is just a billet cap, by the way. This cap here is just for decorative, for looks, very cool, but it's not necessary. This is the nut that holds and sandwiches the ball joint in the A-arm. So this is why some of these rebuildable ball joints are hard to beat when it comes to installing these on you know, heavy duty applications. These things are captured in your arm and don't like to rip out. So the only thing about rebuildable ball joints like these is you do have to grease them every 500 to 700 miles, in my opinion, to get, you know, longevity out of the ball joint, because once the grease starts to escape, then you have kind of metal contact. So definitely, if you buy rebuildable ball joints, you're gonna want to grease them. But these are freaking crazy heavy duty in comparison to the OEM ones, which were having issues breaking. A lot of guys with videos out there, they were jumping the machines, or just general failures that you would see on Instagram. These ball joints were failing really bad. Now these are beefed up. Obviously the shaft, the nut size, the actual captured portion of the housing, these are way better. So the upper ones are actually the same ball joints that are used on the older Turbo S XP platform, and great because these are still, you know, very good. The size is smaller than the new stuff, but these are way better than OEM. And honestly, the top one isn't the problem, the lower one is the problem. So I know Polaris made a refresh on the ball joints. They changed some stuff up, or they just beefed them up a little bit, but generally you're still gonna want to upgrade to something a lot better, made of better material. So nice thing is LMUTV does have these badass billet caps that go on top, something like that. Same for the other one, and they look extra sexy. A little bit of billet in your build. So right here we got something pretty special. So we got these in because I wanted to check out these lights, and it's hard not to say that these are probably the best headlights on the market. It's hard not to say that, and you can argue with me if you like, and I won't mind arguing back. These things, sorry for all the noise here, let me get this out of the way. These things right here, get the cardboard dust off of them. These are probably the sexiest headlight kits on the market. These are made by Heretic Studio Lighting. If you guys didn't know, we sell all of Heretic Studio's lighting products on the website, including their light bars, their pods, and these cool headlight replacements. So as you can tell, the bezel, and look at that, the bezel surrounding the lights for your replacements are in a billet aluminum. That looks really freaking badass. I love this machine finish that they got going on here. And then all the bezels and housings for the lighting themselves, for the pods, that's all billet aluminum. So these are really badass, and the pricing is freaking awesome. They're about 900 bucks. You cannot go wrong with a set of headlight replacements from Heretic Studios. These are super sexy. These are for the Can-Am X3. They have them for a bunch of models, including the Polaris Pro models. This would be for a Pro XP, Pro R, These things look freaking sick. So I thought I'd show these off because I've been wanting to check these out in person for quite some time. I think they had another version of this for the X3 a while back, but I think they updated it, and this is the new updated version. These are available on the website. All the products you'll see in the video are available on the website. You guys already know we carry all the products from all the brands that you're gonna love and need for your machine. These things are freaking badass. So yeah, let's move on to something I want to really show you guys, because I'm considering buying one myself. Let me show you. Let me pull out the box right now. All right, here we got a box from PCI Radios. If you guys didn't know, we now are a dealer for PCI Radios. They make some of the best communications. They also sell GARMIN products, and that is this guy right here. I've been wanting to check this out for quite some time. This is not for me. I ordered this for somebody else, but I'm glad I did because I can show it off to you guys right now. You guys are opening it for the first time with me, and here it is, the GARMIN Tread XL. This is the 10-inch version. This is the Overland edition, but you obviously you can use it in a UTV, no problem. It is quite big for most UTVs, but this is a real cool size if you set up your, you know, UTV properly with this. So we have actually a bracket that's probably been in the video for the last 5 minutes, and that's made by Stay Flush. This is gonna go on a Can-Am X3, something like that. And a lot of guys use you know, Android tablets or iPads for navigation. Well, why not just use a product that's dedicated to the world of navigation and GPS, and that's from a company that's focused a lot of their products on GPS, and that's GARMIN. So this has a built-in GPS antenna. Obviously this gets a lot of better range than any tablet is gonna get. And we'll do this real quick for you guys. I'll probably put that back on just in case, you know, I don't want to scratch it. But this is really cool stuff, guys. So this I'm interested in for my personal machine. You guys know on Big Blue we have a space for a tablet, and I don't really use that space because the tablet that I have doesn't really work out that great. So Stay Flush makes a couple of brackets for these type of tablets. One being this big giant one that will go on the overhead console or upper portion of the center console. Another version is gonna be more of a, how do I say it? It's kind of like a built-in design. I'll probably put a picture of it in the video, and that will mount to this guy here. So this is kind of like a quick release setup. And what you do here is you push this button, I believe. Where's it at? Actually, it's part of the mount. You push the button on the mount and you could take this on and off, so you can take it off easily. Say you go on a ride, you hit a bar, and you want to make sure you get off and take your tablet with you. It'll be pretty easy. So this is really cool. Let's see what the mount that it comes with. So in the box you get a couple of things. Mainly is this mount. This is the main meat and potatoes. What I like about this is all your connections can be, you know, wired, installed, and then this can be removed at any given point. So this thing would go mounted to, you know, this guy here, right? It's gonna go something like that. It's gonna get mounted to this, so on and so forth. But this guy mounts to the tablet magnetically, and then you push this button here to lock it, and then when you want to take it off, you got to pull this lever back, and then it's magnetized. So it's really cool. It's a really cool setup, and this obviously powers the tablet. There's connections for other stuff there too, as you can see, that you can add on there. Not 100% sure what exactly that is, but I'm sure this thing has a lot of jam-packed features. And obviously this is a rugged device. It's not like a Samsung tablet or an iPad that is more fragile. This thing does have basically a built-in case, because this is all rubberized and has a lip to it, so it's pretty damn cool. So we'll show you guys this maybe in a future video, how it works and how it operates, because I'm very intrigued on it, and there's really no videos online on how this works, as well as, you know, in a UTV application. So we'll probably go over that in a future video. All right, the reason I actually made this video, and I have not opened this up, I'm still kind of excited to see what's inside. I know what it looks like obviously from videos and pictures, but this is the new SWITCHWORKS. This is a new product that got released with pretty much sister companies with SWORKS that makes audio systems. So SWITCHWORKS is basically its own company now, and they released their first device in, holy crap, how do you get this thing out? This, oh, here we go. Let me get this out of the box. All right, here it is. This is a power distribution module. So you guys have probably heard this term kicked around a few times in the past. Power distribution modules, they're pretty much a solid state device that will output power to a device, like a light bar, pods, a pumper, power for your rugged radios, so on and so forth. This turns on and off multiple products, and as well as other features that it has. So this thing is quote unquote touchscreen, and yes, that doesn't make sense. It's not actual screen, and there's no real like capacitive touch. These are actually like buttons, right? Well, behind these buttons is an actual display. So all these buttons, as you can see, they are right now clear. You can't see anything on them. And no, there's no stickers in the box to add to them. They actually light up. And we'll show you guys a quick clip from SWITCHWORKS YouTube channel of how this looks. And well, check it out.
Tactile button, something you can click and push that you know you're clicking when you're wearing gloves or it's dirty.
So super cool. I like the fact that you could change the look of the buttons with different things. So for example, if I wanted to do Baja Designs on one switch, you could actually make the logo of Baja Designs on there, or the rugged radio, you know, logo, and then you'll know that's your radios on and off. Your pumper, you can put a picture of a pumper. I don't know, you could put pictures of whatever you want via this application for PC. So that's pretty cool. First impressions, let's go over the device a little bit since we just got it for the first time. This is your pretty much your PDM. This is the main brain that powers everything. So you're gonna have powers and grounds here outputting to all the devices, and it's pretty dope, honestly. Very simple. Aluminum housing. It's got power and ground, so you don't have to run just power and then have to figure out where to put the grounds at. It'll all go to one device through these connectors here, and these are going to be your main lugs going to the battery for power and ground. So there looks like a USB connection here, so you can connect this to I guess the laptop or the computer to change settings and whatnot. You can do all the programming on the device itself, on this guy. But if you want to do some of the custom stuff, you would have to use the PC application. So I don't think there's any Bluetooth on this device, but what's cool about this display is because it changes, you know, to whatever it wants to be. It's basically like almost like a phone, right? It will change the buttons to whatever the button needs to be. If it needs to be an arrow, if it needs to be a menu button, if it needs to be whatever, it will be that. This is a 12 output switch, but there's 15 buttons, and that's because these 3 extra buttons are going to be your navigation, your back button, and this will help you set up all the programming and all the features that you need to set up for when you're installing this on your vehicle. So this is pretty cool. You can pretty much put this on anything, UTVs, RVs, freaking anything that ends with a V. I'm kidding. Trucks, cars, you know, race cars, whatever. So this guy's a little thicker than some of the other switch panels out there, but I mean, it does have that LCD display, so it is kind of understandable. These things work great when it comes to wiring your machines and saving space, wiring, and making things a lot simpler for install. So traditionally, you would get a set of pods, and those pods would come with a relay harness, and you're adding a relay harness with a switch, and you got powers and grounds running everywhere. And most of the time, none of these relay harnesses come with any way of shutting on and off the device. The ignition, they're pretty much on all the time or hot all the time, and you could accidentally leave a device on. I don't like that kind of stuff. I like making sure everything turns off with the ignition. So this way, this wires to the ignition, ignition's off, everything's off. And besides that, there's no relays to deal with, there's no fuses to deal with. You eliminate all that stuff because literally, you're powering, say, for example, a light bar directly with power and ground. Just those 2 wires. So red and black, I don't have red and black, but pretend these are red and black. These will go straight to your, you know, pods. The other end will go directly to this. Makes wiring super simple. You never have to worry about water getting into relays or fuses popping. If there's an issue with the circuit, like maybe it rubbed on a cage, then the device will actually tell you on here. Furthermore, this thing has a lot of cool options, like it'll tell you how much amperage is drawing for you guys with Can-Ams. Yes, I have a Can-Am, and us guys with Can-Ams, we have issues running a lot of devices at one time because the charging system can't keep up. And this thing will tell you what's hogging all the juice. So that's pretty cool that it does that. Let's see what else is in the box. Well, it looks like they give you everything you're gonna need. We have, oh wow, that's cool. They have actual like quick connects for a lot of devices here. And the other end here, let me see. So this will go into the PDM like that, and then this side you hook it up to one of these. And then you got power and ground to power up whatever you got. Light bars, pods, pumpers, and I believe there's 6 high output, you know, circuits and 6 lower output circuits. So the higher outputs would be for like the light bars, all the high draw stuff, big LP4 pods, and then the lower draw stuff would be for like whips and rock lights and stuff that doesn't draw a lot of juice. So it's cool that they give you these connections because it actually makes everything a lot simpler. I will say, and I just gotta be honest with everybody, right? I would say I would love to see these with heat shrink butt connectors and not these non-heat shrink butt connectors. So these will work. I personally will be cutting these off and put heat shrink butt connectors so water doesn't get in there. You know, if they go through the trouble of doing the water resistant weather stripping on the connectors, why not just use water resistant butt connectors that heat shrink? So I wish they did that, but not that big of a deal. This one right here is obviously going to be for the controller connection, and it looks like accessory. So I know there's also a feature for dimming the lighting output of the switch. And then let's see what else. And it looks like a couple other extra mounting options for the device, which is cool. So this looks like it goes right here. Yeah, something like that. And I got the whole ball mount set up. So pretty cool stuff. We'll see what Chris from Stay Flush can do with this and see if he can make it flush. If not, I mean, that's fine. It looks pretty cool. I'm really excited to try it out. So when this does get installed on the Project X3 Rags to Riches, we will do an overview of how this works and pretty much my impressions and review on the product as far as, you know, the operation of it. So pretty cool. This one's by Trinity Racing. Again, all these products are available on the website. Woo! What it looks like what we got here is a cat delete / e-valve for the Can-Am X3. Not for my machine. This is actually going to be for CJ's Dirty Dream X3. This is the Trinity Racing cat delete electronic cutout, and this thing is going to make some noise for sure. So this thing is going to be for the Dirty Dream CJ's X3 because his machine is going to be at the Trinity Racing booth at the Sand Sports Super Show. So we're going to have multiple cars at the Sand Sports Super Show this year. One being CJ's, one being my X3 Big Blue. That's going to be at the RPM Power Sports booth. And then, well, I got a 2-seat that I'm building, so hopefully that'll make it, as well as CJ's son's 2-seat Razor 200, which we still got to do an overview on. That thing got a cool custom paint job. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, you would have saw it. But that thing looks really cool, and that much is going to be at the Sand Show as well. So a lot of cool stuff for this year's Sand Show, and this is another product. So you guys have seen electric cutouts in the past. This one is just basically Trinity's version of it. So cool stuff. I think this is going to end it for this video. It's honestly freaking hot in my garage. I want to go inside, probably drink a beer because the water's not doing it no more. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. As always, shop on glifeutv.com for all your parts and needs. All the products in this video will be on there, as well as get some shirts, look fresh for this upcoming season. Go to staydirtyclothing.com. We got shirts for you guys on there so you guys can look fly in the dunes, in the desert. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out. All right, guys, real quick, it's the next day. We got some more products that showed up. I just figured I'd show them off in this video as well. We got rock lights, Gen 2s from 5150. Again, all this stuff's available on the website. These are super cool, and they're a lot cleaner than the first designs they made. The new ones are, as you can see, precise, really clean. Here's a 6-pack we're putting on CJ's X3. He's also getting eyebrows, set for him, and a set for this car that I'm building. And guess whose car, Big Blue, is on the box, the new 5150 eyebrows box. That looks freaking nuts. I'm so happy to see the car there. I freaking forgot they were doing that. And actually the eyebrows changed a little bit as far as design. So let me show you guys these real quick. These are the new Generation 2 eyebrows. They don't call them that, but that's what they are. And these are the old Gen 1s. You can see the LEDs were more exposed. Now they're kind of covered up by this cool mesh. So different, very cool. We're gonna put those on that machine right there. We also got some more Trinity products. These are going to be for a future project. Actually, not a future project, for CJ's machine. And as you can see, billet aluminum, coated black with the Trinity Racing logo. We got the matching tie rods. And then last but not least is a grill. from TMW off-road for, you guessed it, the 2-seat. Looks just like this. See you guys next time. Peace out. Stay dirty.